fair value gap that fails in its function of bullishness or bearishness, if it fails, it will become an inversion fair value gap after it comes back to it. So there's no reason for you to be upset about taking a trade and getting stopped out. If you try to use it as an entry to go long and it stops you out, you're going to get mad and think everything doesn't work because of that. When it should be, wow, okay, I got that wrong. All I got to do is sit back and wait. When it comes back up and hits it, I'll treat it as a shorting opportunity. But when they fail, that gives you insight. That's what a inversion fair value gap is. Here, I'm anticipating price going through this very fair value gap here for the express purposes that it will hopefully provide a shorting opportunity that would accelerate further downside. And this becomes an inversion fair value gap if we trade down but not below this low before returning back to it, because that sell side's still there and it would return back to this fair value gap because it would treat this as an inversion fair value gap. There's only buy side here on this candle passing through it. We didn't get to it here. We went just shallow into it here. But from this candle's low to that candle's high, there's only buy side. It was delivered only here on buy side. So what is it missing? Sell side. So if it drops down, it offers that sell side to this candle's high. So it reprices to that range low, which is this candle's high. So that fair value gap has been repriced to offer the buy side that's been given here and then sell side. So if it moves away from it, comes back up, what is it going to act as? A balanced price range, which is the reason why I'm telling you that I would like to see it only trade to halfway. It can trade up to the highest point, but if it tells me, no, I'm not interested in going all the way up to the top of it after moving below it, if it hits the low and only stops at midpoint or just below it and then starts to move lower, that's exactly what I want, because it's signifying that the balanced price range is not permitting price to come all the way back up to the high of it. It need not do that. Why? Because we've already traded down to it a little bit in here. So we've already had sell side offered to that degree on that candle's low. If this candle didn't trade down into the upper portion of this fair value gap, if it didn't do that right there, then the one pass through it where I expect the fair value gap to fail here, not offer support, then I would treat the inversion fair value gap as it can go all the way to the high. Why? Because it wouldn't have had this drop down in the upper portion of this range. See that?